Recording has started. You can see my screen, but probably I think so. Okay, now it is available. You see what generally we concept we have got in academics as an educator. Till now, the concept of education was just only report card, marks, 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 marks. And now it has shifted in last few years, 2, 3, 4 years, not more than that. Okay, now they have shifted their focus. May I request everybody to mute yourself so that not this is rather disturbed. Yeah, 16 are there. Those who have entered late, may I request you to mark P in the chat box. Midway also, I will be keeping on repeating over here. So generally, till now, the concept was that the report card contains only marks and grades. But now it has shifted to somewhere else because the report card is not only, you see, for example, if we go for our health medical checkup, it is not only the test, it is the recommendation also of the doctors, what exactly they recommend on the basis of their report. Oh, your hemoglobin is less. Start taking this capsule, these fruits, these vegetables. Similar is this report card also. Now it has become shifted their focus, not only reporting on academics, number one, reporting on co-scholastic activities, co-curricular activities, sports, and then behavioral attitude and other aspects of the personality of the child. So what exactly is the report card? Is a document. It is a written document of the work, progress, conduct, everything it is consisting. And CBSE has now, you have seen that they have changed their concept of reporting, not from this. They have changed from academics, that is scoring or grading, to recommendation also. And in those recommendations, before those recommendations, the remarks, the comments that a teacher makes in the report cards, they are very important. Earlier, we could have written every time, anytime, whenever we would like to say, whenever we would like to say, your child is naughty. No. Now the concept has changed to motivational and suggestive. I will come down to that portion also. But at present, the child comes with a B report card. With a B in the report card, academics A plus B plus C plus D and then E. अभी E तो है ही नहीं concept, because there is now a new concept of he needs improvement. And that improvement, earlier when we used to do that, then generally we got the blame, array, he is recommended private tuition. No, not now. We are giving the focus on he needs guidance on integral maths, organic chemistry, linear motion, and so on and so forth. And that is why historically we used to call them report cards, because they are card-like qualities. देखिए रिपोर्ट कार्ड जो आपकी हेल्थ मेडिकल रिपोर्ट आती है वो दैट इज आल्सो ऑन द सेम गाइडलाइंस. So now this concept has also changed. So what is exactly the purpose? To inform a child's parent, not only the academic, although I have written academic progress during the school year, but now the school year is also broken into 4 parts. And that is, what are those parts? Those parts are PTs, that is periodic tests, then half yearly, then PT2, then annual. Then in all those periodical tests, they are assessed or evaluated on all the aspects. A few months back, I conducted this thing, a webinar on this anecdotal records. Even those are also maintained periodically. So along with the report card, anecdotal record is also there. And those anecdotal records, they also were suggestive. They have become suggestive now. So many parents consider this report card to be the most important document. And after the year, when you hand them this report card to them, they preserve it and they keep it for life. Even when they become a grandparent, they used to show their papa ki report card. This is your father's report card. This is your mother's report card. Class nursery to 12, graduation, post graduation, PhD, whatsoever it is. But the most important thing over here is that the students receiving grades D or E, they should be aware of progress prior to receiving the report card, which means they are generally discussed. This is the standard, this is the status, present status. Previous was this, present is this, and we predict that with a proper guidance, he can go ahead. You see, there is a advertisement of Bonvita. Yesterday you were there, today you are here, and the mom asks, where will be you tomorrow? So this is prediction. And that is why the report card completion is very important, because it should not be one single man judgment, single person judgment. It should be reviewed by the peer. A peer review is must. There is no harm if you get it reviewed by your colleague, the second pair of eyes. Now, what are the benefits? Number one is it is a great way for parents to track the progress of their child in the career, in the music, in the sports, co-curricular activities, co-scholastic activities, along with the academics. And if done correctly, it shows the students' natural abilities and interests. Slowly and slowly, which part he is improving. And this report card, sometimes in 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 most of the cases, rather, I will say, not sometimes, most of the cases, they reflect what are the interests of the child. What is his passion? The parents want them to be a doctor, engineer, or whatsoever under the sky. But he has got something else. He is good in arts. He may go for doodling. He is good in music. So it shows the natural abilities and interests also. So the second thing is it makes no benefit, no mistake. Ensure that they are completed properly. Because they are generated for so many kids. One teacher generates a report card for 200 students in a year. You see, every teacher takes generally 5 sections, and each section has got 40 students. So the number goes to 200 per session. Next is, though they can be painful, many times it is painful. Every 3 months or 2 months, you have to prepare a report card. And report card बनाने से पहले checking of answer sheets, number one, then transferring the answer sheet to master roll, then from master roll to green sheet, then from green sheet to class score sheet. Then from there, the class teacher takes it down to report card. Then on that basis, he writes the comments also. So the comments, when it comes to comments, it is necessary to pay attention to what phrasing is used. Because sometimes, or rather say most of the times, some terms are better to use, like well done, very satisfactory, for the success, while using seldom or needs improvement are better for the areas where the students are lacking. I will give you the example of those comments, just few examples. I will not stay too much time on these because I will be giving you a booklet. Tomorrow, you will be getting certificates by afternoon. Tomorrow morning, you will be getting recording by maximum 8 o'clock and certificates by afternoon. But that booklet of comments, of which I will give you that phrases which should be used, that phrase write, you can keep in front of you on the basis of the scoring, write that. Now next is comments. ये comments के बारे में मैंने अभी आपको बताया, just now I told you, I'll be giving you the examples. Top 6 features of a good report card, because this is the only way you communicate with the parents, the community, the administrators, even other teachers, even other schools also, when the student goes from one school to another school. So that is the communication between you and other school. So it gives a snapshot of various levels of achievement, knowledge, performance that a student has attained for each subject matter on different periods or occasions, such as semester, term, quarterly, half yearly, annually, whatsoever it is. So therefore, it is very much essential to understand the features that need to be included in a report card. I'll be giving you the example. First one is the font size should be appropriate. Even if you are writing with your hand, it should be bold enough. देखिए, a few years back, just give me a second to have a sip of water, because just now I got up from fever. So my throat is drying up every now and then. A few years back, Supreme Court given orders to the doctors that write your prescription in capital letters. A doctor writing a letter to his daughter, and the daughter goes to the medical store, and over there she asks the medical person, "Sir, ये जरा letter पढ़ के दे दीजिए, because my father is a doctor and he has given this written this letter to me." There are 19 people, few more have joined. May I request everybody to write P in the chat box to mark your presence. So the font size should be appropriate. Number 2 is comprehension. Each subject section should be comprehensive. That means it must list all of the topics taught or trained in that particular class. Even if a child is trained in music, Each and everything is written, and at the end, he is a very good singer. He is a very good dancer. And you see the impact of that. Marvelous, superb. It may change the personality of the child. He may be average performer, as usually is the case of all the good performers, the singers, the dancers, the painters, and all that. They are not very good in academics, but they are very good performers. So the comprehensive part, it should be sections. Why it is received the grade that they did. It should have a corresponding later grade. Number next, 3 is key features to explaining grade system. Say a few years back, few decades back, we used to give marks to the kids. 40%, 33% was considered to be pass. Then we used to give them 40%, 45%, 50%, 53%, 62%, like that. And later on, it's transformed into grading system. Then grades came, and then the report card must contain a particular section which should explain them, the parents, the grade and the corresponding scale. 90 to 100, 91 to 100 is A1 or A plus, something like that. Separate sections for homework and classwork, it should also be there. Separate section for quizzes, classwork, tests, projects, everything. It should have different sections. Then the grade needs to be easy to read and understand, which means you have to elaborate on each grade, what exactly each grade is representing. It should be easily customizable. So these are just only 6 features. There may be many more. You may consider your report card to have more features. Now we go on to the next thing is advantage. When you decide how to evaluate students, often with the traditional letter grades such as A plus, C plus, something like that. So some schools disregard this system as being old-fashioned. But the easy assessment of letter grades and similar scales of evaluation are all encompassing of different levels of performance, different terms or semesters. The main benefit of this system is for the parents to get their child's performance, achievement, the status, the level to which he has risen from past to present, and what he now you can predict for the future. This is the easiest way. That is easy assessment track record. Next is by further sticking to with an easy assessment system for all students, teachers, and parents have their own scale of how students are improving and evolving. First, you used to get C, then C plus, then B, then B plus, then A, and now he stands in A plus. So now we can over a period of time, the parents are satisfied. Yes, my child is making progress, moving forward, because this is only the way to track their progress. And this is not only in academics. As I told you earlier, this is for the purpose of uh, what exactly is the performance or the status at present, and what is his interests, attitudes, aptitudes for the future, even the career also. What kind of career he should pursue in future for the better achievement or better future. So that is why, if it is says, if it is done correctly, then certainly it shows natural abilities and interests of the child along with the areas they need improvement. Next is advantages. It provides students motivation. Just now I told you that the comments part is very important. Just like that, it can help articulate so many things together. Not only test scores, but projects, efforts, skills in certain areas. Maybe good in music, maybe good in guitar, maybe instruments, not only guitar, maybe a drummer also. So you can keep the report card simple while being comprehensive. It should be simple, but it should be comprehensive also. So, time savers के लिए क्या करना होगा? Those who are new in this profession or novices, they should go on for the advice from the experienced teachers first from their school. Sir, what is the report card? How should I make it? You should not hesitate to ask. Even if you are 2 3 years old in this profession, as a, as a teacher or as an educator, I must say, you should not hesitate. You should go. And I tell you one thing, if I will give you the booklet, but if you want, you can have a number of books for the comments, which are categorized into different categories. Now, अभी हम आते हैं, देखिए रिपोर्ट कार्ड कमेंट्स. जस्ट नाउ ओनली 10 more minutes I will be putting. Learning skills. Mohit is confident, positive, and a great role model for his or her classmates. See how much positivity is there in this comment. The last one is Rohit is accountable and responsible. So this gives a very motivational uh, this thing motivation to the parents also. Oh, he can be proud of his child, that he is accountable and responsible. He makes smart decisions. He admits mistakes, which means he is honest, and listens to opportunities to improve, which means he is a good learner also. Next is learning skills where he needs improvement. Mohit is encouraged to demonstrate more responsible attitude and behavior in the classroom. You see, I told you the report card must reflect the behavior and attitude and aptitude and everything. Over here it is written, he is encouraged to demonstrate more responsible attitude and behavior in the classroom. See the next, the second last one. Nisha needs to listen to directions more attentively during lessons. This is an advice. अब पेरेंट्स इसको इंटरप्रेट करते हैं कि सी योर टीचर हैज रिटन दैट यू आर नॉट अटेंटिव इन द क्लास. This is not the way you should go for the parenting. Parenting is also an art. It has become art nowadays. Earlier it never used to be. Children used to grow up in a joint family where everybody used to keep an eagle's eye, and that's why they could not go here and there. The last one, C would benefit from showing a great desire to contribute ideas in the class, which means the teacher is motivating the child to come out with the new ideas, which now in the 21st century skills, learning skills. In 21st century, this is called contributing ideas in class means creativity. All right, next one, we go for maths, general comments. The first one, she is having considerable difficulty with maths. However, I recommend she works on studying particular card, algebra, geometry, anything. This extra practice will help him or her feel more relaxed and comfortable while doing mathematics in the classroom. Please contact me if you need material to get him or her started. There is no advice for tuition, but there is advice that I may give you material. So such type of comments should be there. I'll give you the booklet. Maybe it may take 2-3 days more, because on 27th, 26th, I'll be going Mumbai. 27th, 28th, by 28th you will get. See now, in the lower class middle section, addition and subtraction. She is able to calculate addition and subtraction facts to 18 with confidence and accuracy. The last one, he requires more time and practice in calculating addition and subtraction. Now, see, this is advice. Skip counting के लिए भी इसी तरीके से है. Is able to count forward and backward by twos, fives, tens, and hundreds. The last one, he needs considerable practice with the skip counting forward and backward by twos, fives, tens, and hundreds to complete short patterns. The first one, over every section, you will see the first one is motivational. He is able. Yes, well done. And the last one is advisory. Similarly, place value is able to demonstrate place value concepts to give meaning to the numbers from 0 to 1000. And the last one, he requires more time and practice to demonstrate place value concept to give meaning. Same thing. First one is motivational, that is, he has done well. And the last one is advisory. In each section, you will find the same thing. Midway, you can find the second one in the second comparing numbers. Second one, she is learning to compare numbers to 1000 using terms such as greater or less and greatest or least. First one is able to compare. The second one is learning to compare. And the last one is demonstrate a limited understanding in comparing. Addition with regrouping. In all sections, these are all examples. I'll be keeping for these PowerPoints, these slides for nearly 30 seconds, giving you first example, the last one. She can demonstrate and explain the process of addition of whole numbers up to 100 with and without a regrouping. word problems. The second one, she is becoming more confident, which means this is motivational that now she is progressing. She has come up, she has improved, her status is improving. In his ability to complete word problems with you using 1 and 2 digit addition, showing his or her work and writing a full sentence answer. Now the starter ones for the language arts, that is general. Nisha's comprehension, spelling, reading has greatly improved, but she needs improvement, extra work in comprehension, spelling, and reading. It has improved, but still she needs extra work. So please contact me for supplementary reading material which you can use at home. The last one has trouble with handwriting. I believe she or he can form letters well, but has to slow down and take a little more time. Neater handwriting will improve his or her school work overall. Language reading response. The first one is able to offer direct responsible to his or her readings and supports ideas with sound reasoning and specific, and such remarks if they are in the report card for the language section. Certainly the child will be motivated to become a debater. He will be very much improved. He will improve a lot. Reading comprehension. She shows good ability when completing reading comprehension tests. While the second one says she would benefit from extra practice with reading aloud and discussion of content. Reading aloud, that also gives you confidence of speaking, public speaking. The last one is response journals, and notes taking. She uses correct spelling, grammar, punctuation, comprehension while writing simple sentences. And the last one is she needs or requires considerable assistance to achieve the correct spelling, grammar, and punctuation when writing simple sentences. Similar is the case with notes taking. She shows and he shows an excellent understanding of note taking from lectures. While you are teaching, the child is taking notes in his or her notebook. So you can observe. And this thing you can observe for the purpose of anecdotal records also. If you write down in anecdotal record this type of observation, and while making the report card, you refer to such the anecdotal reports or comments, then certainly they will assist you in writing good comprehensive statement about the progress of the child. Similarly, note taking also. So she requires ongoing support, means continuous support to develop an understanding of note taking from lectures and reading in preparation for tests. How to make notes. This is also a comprehensive part. I may have a webinar on this in future anytime. Now, with this, with this, I have finished this particular webinar on report card. Again, I am telling you, you will get a comprehensive booklet on report cards comments. That's by 28th you will get, or maybe end of the year, because still my boys are working on this. So you may get by the end of the year. In any case, you will get. You will have the new thing. Now the next is our upcoming webinar on 30th is Make Your School Admission Magnet. Fees is in Indian rupees 140. Early bird is for those registration registering within 24 hours of announcement, it is 130. And the good news is that after that, a series on child's upbringing starting 5th of January. There will be 4 modules: curiosity in kids, etiquettes and mannerism, virtues and values and virtues, good manners and bad manners. Make good manners, break bad manners. And the benefit will be separate certificate for each for participating for each module. Separate certificate for each module, which means you will be getting 4 certificates and recording of all sessions, 4 modules. The series fees will be 199. So, ladies and gentlemen, I stop sharing over here now. You can unmute yourself if you need to. Write to me in person. You can talk to me. You can give me a mail. With this, we end our session, this session particularly over here. If you have got any doubt or any idea or any suggestion in your mind now, you can unmute yourself and let us discuss. Just a few minutes. It is 7:13. By 7:15, we will finish it off. If anybody has got anything to say. 20th person, there are 20 people and their comments are less. So those who have come late, may I ask you people to just write P in the chat box for the purpose of making certificate, because they will be given only to those who have attended the session. If anybody has got any ideas, please come up. Acha, Sweta ji. Yes. So if nobody has got anything to speak, I will end the session here. Stop recording. You will get the recording by tomorrow morning by 8 o'clock and certificates by afternoon. Booklet by the end of the year. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for being patient with me for so long, and have a good dinner and nice sleep. Deepshika ji, thank you very much to be patient. Thank you, Lakshmi ji. Thank you, Sir Saktivel ji. There are 29 comments with a lot of peace now. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Alnoor ji, thank you very much. Thank you, Kausalya ji. Suganthi ji, thank you. Sweta ji, thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be ending this session over here now, and let us meet soon.